Welcome to Intro to Genealogy with Ancestry Library. My name is Erin and I work for the Warren County Library. Today I'm going to teach you how to go in through our website and go into Ancestry Library and do a basic search to help you research your family tree. What we're going to do is we're going to first go to our website, which is www.warrenlib.org. And it'll bring you to our website here. And then we're going to click on My Library Account. And what we're going to do is it's going to prompt you for your library card number. And you're going to put in your library card number without any spaces. And then you're going to put the last 4 digits of your phone number. That is your PIN number, the last 4 digits of your phone number. And we're going to click Login. Then we're going to see our information here for our account. And in the just left of center is this link for Ancestry.com. We're going to click on Ancestry.com. And it brings us straight into Ancestry Library, into our website here. And we can begin searching by clicking on the green button. I'm going to start my research by putting in the first name of my grandmother. Her name is Mabel, and I'm going to put in her maiden name, which is Tomlin. Notice I did not click exact because people misspell things. So we're never going to click exact. I'm going to choose the county. I found that I wasn't exactly sure of what towns or what cities she may have lived in, so I went with the county. And then I know her birth year is 1931. However, people sometimes lie about their age and they're also misreported. So we're going to do plus or minus 2 years to make sure that we get all of our records that we'd like to research. And here I'm coming up with 476 records. Well, I'm actually going to move Tomlin, as I find is not misspelled as much. So exact and similar would work. And I'm actually going to do the same with your first name here. And I'm going to move it over a couple. I'm going to hit update. After any changes, you want to hit update. And you can see that I have now 22 records. And I'm seeing a match already to a family tree. But again, this is a family tree that someone else made, so please take it with a grain of salt. So what I'm going to actually do here is I look for right here my sources. It comes up with the sources. I know right here this is not my grandmother. She was never in Missouri. So I'm looking here, I see, so Maurice River Township in Cumberland County, New Jersey. And I'm actually going to click on this one. This is the 1940 census. It looks promising to me. I see here that she was at age 9. When they did the census in 1940, and I can see more information. And right here, if you see the other household members, when they do the census, remember it's the people that live in that house at that time. They're not necessarily all related, but they are residing in that household. You can see this is my grandmother right here, Mabel. You can see her name is misspelled. Her name is frequently misspelled like this in a lot of the records. And I know that's my Uncle Earl, my Aunt Shirley, my Aunt Marie, and then their mother, which is Bertha, and their father, which is Norman. And now if I do the math, in 1940, they were age 35. If I do my math, I can figure out what his birth year is. I can also click on one of these links, and it will tell me his birth year. This will help me do further searches of different people in her family going back in time. But for now, I'm going to go back to Mabel. And then I want to see a little bit more about this form. It says view here. Okay, and I'm going to actually look at the United States Federal Census from 1940, the actual page. Okay, and it says who it's provided by. And you can see my family is highlighted in green, and the person I was looking up is highlighted in yellow. And if I hover my mouse over top, I can actually see what all of the little print means. It is pretty small, but it translates for you. Again, take it with a grain of salt. I've seen some translations that are not exactly accurate. So you might want to just double check that. And I can see all these different categories. I can see where they lived. I can see all different things, what their occupation was, and how much money they made in the year. And I also can see their year. So if you want to confirm how old they are, that helps too. And then say I want to keep this record, what I can do is hit save, which is in the top right corner. And I want to save this to my computer. And then what it'll do is it'll download this image to my computer, and I can save it in a place for me to go back and look. And it's a way of keeping track of where I have looked. So I know that the 1940 census, this is definitely my family. These are my family members. And I know that this is a valuable source for me. And now if I want to go back, I can trace all these other people and look them up individually, just like I did for Mabel, and go back and do the same things for them. I can also go back to Mabel and see if there's any other records. There's find a grave, but that's not her. And I'm not seeing any other records that match my grandmother. So I can actually click other people's family tree, but again, they are documents or information that other people have provided. So I'm not sure if it's exactly accurate. However, if I look over here, I see Norman and Bertha, who I know were her parents. So that is pretty good information. Right now, I can go back to all the results for Mabel Tomlin, and I can actually do a couple of things. I can actually look more specifically. Again, you will find less records that way. You can edit your search, or you can actually do a brand new search. So it's going to be up to you how you want to proceed. If you do an edit search, you can actually show more options here, and you can choose marriage or a death date, and you can find more information about other family members if you'd like to do that as well. So there's other options for you here. And again, just verify that the information you're getting is correct. And this is just how you do a general search. Again, the US Census is a great resource for you. You can only search up to the 1940 census. The 1950 census will not be available until the year 2022. So in April 2022 is when the 1950 census will be available for you to research. So things to keep in mind. You can also find graves, military records. Just remember, a lot of people served. Keep the important dates like World War I and World War II. And that's where you'll find actually a lot of people have lied about their age due to draft date ages required. So what you can do is you can always go back again to the beginning and start a new search and start again. We hope you've enjoyed researching your own family tree. Ancestry Library is brought to you by the Warren County Library. Happy exploring!